had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. He's got a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw is Jackson, being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right here, right here.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 43.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This time, Jackson will throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go.
Now Mariota. That's complete right side to Gabriel. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Jackson throwing again. He'll get this to Eckler. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. This complete to Lockett. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jackson, options out left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack on first down, Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Patrick Owasor, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota. Flushed out right. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Returnable for Lockett. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. We don't want this.
Jackson, option right. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jackson, option right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Right 54. It's going to be a long.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He can't hang.
On second and 11 now, Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Complete. Now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
Mike 57. Mike 57.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready, ready.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. It's Williams on the catch. 12 yards there and a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready, ready. 15 lineup. 15 lineup.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check 26, check 26.
They run it here with Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, pick your game up. Deuce. He's checking.
Hey, lock it.
Scratch.
Hey, Charlie. Put up.
2nd and 4. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. SOS.
Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Pistol. Double dog. That's the way. Check. Fresno.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Let's get this.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He finds his running back, Mixon. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Point it right. 52. I'm here all day.
On third down, Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He'll field this at the 5. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, high 7.
57. Mike, 57.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Back to throw. Costello. His throw incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Costello. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch the pass.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up 2nd down. This is Gordon. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's got a man. It's Williams. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down. Costello. He's got it to Williams. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, team 6.
Operating from the gun. Costello. Open man is Gordon. Complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Squeeze. 61. Matchbox. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Costello. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, after a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
God.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Check 37. Check 37. Pilot, 64. Weak. 5.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. Open man is Higgins, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Blue down, blue down. Check it back, check it back.
Regular.
First down, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Jenkins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The toss play to Mixon. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. You.
Hey, alert 33.
Mike 5-4.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
First down and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter.
60 or.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And this is complete. It's Allen. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Here's second and 8. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Back to throw. Costello. And it's caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The defense did their job, 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And take it right on the 30. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 10 Lobo.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack.
Five.
From the gun, Costello. Well, this is caught by Williams. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Costello. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Regular.
Smooth.
Now Mayfield dumps it off to Mixon. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the third down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now, Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
36,
3, 218, chop. Hurry.
Alert.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, alert!
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
80 weapons. Get ready.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here. Try to keep this opening drive of overtime alive.
Check 52.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. Got his man. It's Eifert. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Back to throw. Costello. This pass complete to Higgins. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Costello. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Looking to throw. Costello. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Check. Two draw quarter.
To throw again. Costello. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Costello. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cincinnati, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.